Hello and happy beautiful day. Welcome to my video. My name is Carrie. I am so excited that you clicked on this video because I want to normalize talking about some of these things and just get into the nitty-gritty, I guess is what people say. So I am going to be talking about my experience with anxiety slightly. I'm going to touch base on that and depression. So I just want to make sure that everybody is okay about that before I jump into this video. Okay, so I want to break this video up a little bit. So just like my title says, mental health, weight gain, and medications. So first, I want to talk about mental health. So I think it is safe to say that mental health has been an issue for a lot of people kind of throughout this whole COVID situation, because we are human beings. We desire physical touch. We desire togetherness. We desire social connection. Like, we are created to speak and talk with people. So personally, my mental health was causing me to have a little issues. So by that, I didn't realize that I was really having a hard time understanding the weight of what was going on. I did experience less than usual activity, less than usual talking to people, and that just kind of slowly started bringing me down. And with that, as I mentioned in my last video, it did kind of cause me to gain some weight. Whenever I had gone to the doctor, I want to talk about that. So I just decided that there was something going on every morning that I would wake up. It was like I kind of could just go back to sleep, and that's not very like me. I do like to get up and kind of get going when I was thinking about job searching, because that was exactly what I needed to be doing because I didn't have a job. When I was thinking about sitting down and job searching, it just sounded so miserable, and then I couldn't focus. I was just really having a hard time focusing, having a really hard time being motivated, and really just feeling like I just wanted to lay in bed. So that was kind of what I was doing. And then the other thing was I was feeling very anxious about like going out. Oh my gosh, if I'm wearing a mask, if it's my antibodies or whatever the heck, am I being less immune to it? So then whenever I don't wear a mask and I go out in the world, I'm just gonna get it. So I was definitely having all those feelings. So I decided to go to my general doctor, and when I went there, they went through all the series of questions asking me like, did you feel this? Do you feel this? And it was just like every time they were asking me those questions, I couldn't help but start crying because I was like, yes. I couldn't help but start feeling down because I was like, yes, like I do feel that. So I would say with this, it did cause me to turn to kind of like food. So when I turned to food, that just meant like it was just filling my time. Maybe it took a moment off of my head to what was going on, or just a relief. I still had to eat, like I was still upset with maybe the way I looked because of the lack of activity and eating already, but I still had to eat. So that would result in my weight gain. So now I want to talk about that. Okay, so my weight gain story should start by saying I have always been plus size. I have always been a size 16 or higher. I think at my smallest, I was a size 16. So being a plus size woman wasn't that alarming to me, but I think it was the rapid amount of weight that I gained in such a short amount of time. So I don't want to spend too much on this section just because I did talk about it in my other video. I was eating countless snacks to take my mind off of things, and when I was sitting down watching something, I had to have a snack. I saw one meme and I was like, oh my gosh, I relate to this. And it was like, is anybody else terrified to put jeans on after this stay at home quarantine time? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, I'm really scared to put jeans on. It was way more than that in the moment. It was causing me to fold down, feel upset with myself, get really low, because I was like, I don't think any of my jeans fit me. So my weight gain was a very important part for me realizing that my mental health was being affected. So once my mental health started being affected, I realized that this is something that I can reach out for help for. I actually didn't want to do it. I kept putting it off, and my mom was the one who actually was like, make an appointment, do it. So do talk to people when you're going through something like this, right? So I talked to my mom, and she was just like, girl, go get some help. So I went to the doctor, and this is what happened. So now I want to talk to y'all about the medications that I got put on and how I've been feeling, and just kind of update about them. Okay, so for medications, I talked with one of my YouTube friends. She's actually super awesome. I'm going to link her down in my description. She talked about how we just talked together about like this was something I wanted to dive into on my YouTube channel because I want to take the fear out of talking about medicine because it is something vulnerable to share, and that's okay. You should be able to keep the things that you don't want to share to yourself. However, I feel like I can share it, so I'm looking down at my computer just because there are some things I want to talk about because I'm not, so I'm not a doctor, you can tell, so I don't know really all about this. I just know my experience and what I've been prescribed to, so I just wanted to have information in front of me so I could tell y'all to the best of my knowledge and what I've just learned from my physician. So Always Jazzy is my YouTube girl's friend. So when I was talking with my doctor, we did talk about ruling out the fact that I also haven't been having a menstrual cycle. And I've had this happen to me before, like when I first moved to college, it was due to stress, new environment, and I gained a lot of weight. You know, freshman 15, but you know, some people do freshman 50. So you could tell weight gain rapidly is something that happens in my life. But at that time, it wasn't as bad because like I just got out of high school, and when you're out of high school, you're still really small in a way. Like you still have your athlete body if you were an athlete. So I still did. So gaining that much weight actually kind of made me look better. You know, that thicky girl vibe. So I wasn't too upset with the way I looked. But now that I came from the thicky girl vibe to more, I was just like, personally, I don't know if I like the way I look. So after talking and taking blood work and seeing that everything was actually really normal, so I was diagnosed with experiencing episodes of depression and generalized anxiety disorder. So with that, my doctor decided to prescribe me to the medication Wellbutrin. The real name is Birthcontrol XL. I started on 150 milligrams for a month, and then I got to 300 milligrams because after 1 month of taking it, so I have taken it for a while. In my last video, that's the reason why I had courage to even make it. I'm talking about that last video a lot just because it really, if I didn't make it, I wouldn't be making this video. I was definitely still having times where I was feeling down, but I felt more in control. In control is probably the biggest word because when I was first going through it, I didn't feel in control. If I just talked about my weight or if I just talked about something not fitting me, you best believe I was trying to get away because I was about to start crying. I really feel like the Wellbutrin really gave me the benefit of feeling more in control of my emotions. We did double it to 300 milligrams, which is what I am on. So my appointment was on the 9th. I was looking at my calendar up there, and today is the 21st. So I have been taking the higher milligram now for a good 2-ish weeks, and honestly I have been able to notice way more focus. I have been going hard on YouTube. I've been finding a little more drive in my day. It's been really helping me with my big appetite. Like I said, I had to have a snack. I had to be doing something. When I finished something, it was time to eat. Now I do feel in more control of when am I hungry? When am I actually craving food right now? And I think that is a great feeling. It's like a 2-month update, I guess you could say, over Wellbutrin. I do want to continue updating how I'm feeling with it, depending on how long I will be on this medication. So also with that, like I had mentioned, I haven't been having my menstrual cycle, and I am weird. I actually want it because I do feel like my hormones are out of whack. So we decided that to help me out with that, we were going to get me on Birthcontrol, the pill. And so this is kind of what mine looks like, just like this. If you have ever been on birth control, you've probably seen something very similar. But I wanted to preface the uses of birth control because some people really might not know, and as women or men, it is important to educate the reasons why women need these things for other reasons than preventing pregnancies. I saw this post on Instagram. So common reasons women use birth control: to alleviate PMS symptoms, to alleviate migraines, I cannot read those words, hormonal acne, irregular and heavy periods, polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS is what you mostly hear about. So it's very interesting to know that there is more reasons why birth control can be used or given to a woman. So I have been put on that. Also, for my birth control, I will be honest, I do feel like I have a little bit increased headaches, and every once in a while I do feel a little like nauseous. And I looked it up, and those are very common symptoms for the beginning of starting a birth control ever. So that is what I have to say about that. I do think that throughout the day I start feeling better, so it's never too bad. That's my experience with this birth control. Do not base your knowledge off of this video. Please talk with somebody who is very knowledgeable over this stuff, like your doctor. So please talk to your doctor. I am just using this platform to talk about it so that it can be an open conversation, but remember that your experience may be different. You might need to go a different route, so just always speak to a professional. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Please always love yourself. I hope that you leave my videos happier. That is always an intention of mine, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.